Good evening, everyone. Legislative Day 12 will now come to order. I'd like you to please pause for a moment of silent meditation. We had a pretty horrific tragedy in Texas, in Kerr County. I don't know what the death toll is up to now, but it's
190. No, just, yeah, 100.
It's over 100 or more now. Oh, my mic, sorry. I think everybody heard me, but just a really terrible tragedy in Kerr County, Texas, and let's keep all those people in our thoughts. They're going through some pretty horrific times right now, so thank you. Thank you. Councilman Jones, could you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of June 2nd, 2025?
So moved. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the journal is approved. Next, we have enrollment of bills. We have bills 3325, 3425, 3525, 3625, 3725, and 3825 were passed by the council, signed by the county executive, and are hereby enrolled. Mr. Secretary, will you now read all bills for introduction?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. First is Bill 43-25, sponsored by Councilman Jones, Voluntary Security Camera Registration Program. Bill 44-25, sponsored by Councilman Marks, Zoning Regulations, Commercial Film Production. Bill 45-25, also sponsored by Councilman Marks, Zoning Regulations, Uses Prohibited, MD 43 Overlay District. Bill 46-25, sponsored by Councilman Marks, Historical and Architectural Preservation Appeals. Bill 47-25, sponsored by Councilman Marks, Landmarks Preservation Commission Meetings and Hearings. Bill 48-25, sponsored by Councilman Catch, Zoning Regulations, Solar Facilities, Prime Farmland. Bill 49-25, Council Members Catch and Marks, County Charter, Department of Agriculture Establishment. And Bill 50-25, sponsored by Councilman Patoka, County Charter Inspector General Appointment Board.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to move on to, we have several appointments tonight. At work session, we had testimony from, I believe, all of the, all but maybe one. But first up, we have Baltimore County Community Repair and Reinvestment Commission, Ms. Katie Rouse. I don't know if Ms. Rouse, are you here? You're here? Oh, good. If you want to come up, I know you spoke at the work session, but you might as well come up for the vote. And unless you have something more to tell us, or anyone has a comment or a motion to approve.
Is Ms. Rouse making a comment or not?
I have no comment other than thank you so much for the opportunity to serve.
I'll go ahead and move the appointment.
I'll second it.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, do you want to call the roll on appointment of Ms. Rouse?
Yes. Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye. Okay, the appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Ms. Rouse. We appreciate your service.
It's going to be a long night of applause, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm really, truly excited, and just thank you so much for the opportunity.
Absolutely. And that you just hit the easy button there, because it was easy, right? Thank you. Thank you. All right, and next up, we have also to the Baltimore County Community Repair and Reinvestment Commission, Mr. David Brown. I don't know if is Mr. Brown here. Okay, is there a motion to approve, Mr. Brown?
I'll move it.
I'll second it. Or we'll give that to Councilman Catch. Mr. Secretary, do you want to call the roll on Mr. Brown?
Yes, Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
Okay, appointment is confirmed for Mr. Brown. Congratulations, Mr. Brown, wherever you might be tonight.
Mr. Chairman, if it's okay, in order to keep the Community Repair and Reinvestment Commission appointees together, would it be okay if we read the next one, Dr. Takoya Farrakhan?
That's who I had on my list.
Okay, good.
Did you have a different list? Okay. So next up, we have Dr. Takoya Farrakhan. Dr. Farrakhan, you're with us again. Good to see you again. And we're excited that you're here. Is there a motion to approve? Unless,
Mr. Chairman, it's my honor to move the nomination of Dr. Farrakhan.
Second.
okay, thank you, Councilman Catch. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young, Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Okay. Congratulations, Dr. Farrakhan. Okay. Next up, we have a reappointment to the Baltimore County Revenue Authority, Mr. N. Scott Phillips, Delegate N. Scott Phillips. How are you, sir? Okay. Did you have any additional comments?
Just wanted to say one thing, because I didn't say it last time, and I wanted to thank the county executive and her staff for considering me for the reappointment.
Great. Councilman Crandall, did you?
I'd like, before we motion and vote, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a statement, I guess. Delegate, you and I don't know each other well. I think we've shaken a hand or two, you know. So what I'm about to say has nothing to do with you personally or your political party or anything. But in thinking about your reappointment, considering the position that you currently hold in the Maryland General Assembly, which, as I understand it, you hold it with quite an amount of distinction and comport yourself well. However, seeing that the Revenue Authority is an entity that was created and governed by the General Assembly, and the General Assembly is the sole authority governing the Baltimore County Revenue Authority. The Baltimore County Council has no legislative authority over the entity. I'm going to have to vote against your reappointment because I just don't feel that it is appropriate to have a sitting member of the General Assembly on such a board as the Revenue Authority is constructed and how it was created and how it's governed. So I hope you understand that, sir.
I do.
I just wanted to explain my vote before we got to it.
And may I respond?
Absolutely.
Sure, and I appreciate that, Councilman Crandall. One of the things I thought was very, very important is to review my appointment both with the Ethics Authority for the General Assembly as well as the AG's office. And so I would not be doing this had I not done a review of the process.
And I've also asked that we do our own review, and there is certainly nothing untowards in your appointment. As I understand, the statute involving appointments to the Revenue Authority, there's nothing prohibiting, certainly, of a sitting elected official in the General Assembly being appointed to the board. I just feel, as I mentioned, that there is a potential for future conflict that I would like to avoid. I'm sure you're aware that I've had some issues, especially this past budget season with Revenue Authority. In my opinion, not an entity that has conducted itself with the certain amount of compliance over the years and transparency that we might expect of the Revenue Authority. So I would like to avoid, by my vote, that's why I'm voting this way, is that I would like to avoid any potential future conflict.
Understood.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Absolutely. Thank you, Councilman Crandall. Did anybody else have any comments? Councilman Marks, you have your mic on.
Yeah, just a question for our attorneys. Are there any restrictions on state legislators serving on county boards and commissions? Any board or commission?
What I can do is take a quick look at the code and see if I see anything in there. I don't recall any offhand, but let me take a look at the code real fast to see.
Right, I mean, I know that county officials serve on state boards. I mean, I served on the Critical Areas Commission. Councilman Young, you're on the Critical Areas Commission, so it's not unprecedented. I understand where Councilman Crandall's coming from, but I would, if you know of any, let me know, please.
Well, Councilman, that's one of the things that I had considered when I kind of pondered my stance on this. The Critical Area Commission was another entity created by, as you know, by the Maryland General Assembly. And when they created it, it was legislated that counties that fall within the Chesapeake Bay critical area, that they have a local elected representative that we all choose represent Baltimore County on the commission. Now, as I understand, the Revenue Authority's enabling legislation is a little bit different, and there is no specification such as that there needs to be someone from the General Assembly or any other governmental body on the Revenue Authority. And it should be noted that that Delegate Phillips is up for reappointment. He was originally appointed, and when those of us that were on the council at the time approved his nomination, I believe in 2021, sir. Right. So we approved his nomination in 2021. He was not yet elected, and then he was elected, congratulations, in 2022 to the General Assembly, and now is up for reappointment to the Revenue Authority in 23. And I hope, Mr. Bostwick, I hope that I have the description of the enabling legislation and the composition of the Revenue Authority Board correct, and if there, in terms of no prohibitions as far as an elected official being part of the board.
I believe that is the case, sir.
Okay.
And just to conclude my statement, I've always considered Mr. Phillips to have conducted himself in a very fair and honorable way, and I thought you served in a very positive manner as chair of the planning board. So I want to thank you for your service there.
Thank you, Councilman.
Mr. Chair?
Councilman Jones.
No, I first of all, I again want to thank Delegate Phillips for all your service to Baltimore County. I've known you for quite some time, and you've done a number of tours in various positions here in Baltimore County. So we certainly appreciate all that you have done, and you will continue to serve with distinction. And if there's no other comments, I'll move the nomination, Mr. Secretary.
I'll second. Mr. Benjamin, did you have anything else?
I just want to say that I've seen nothing in the code that would say that he would be precluded from serving in this capacity.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, do you want to call the roll?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
No.
Mr. Young?
Yes. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Delegate Phillips. Okay, next up, we have an appointment to the Police Accountability Board, Miss Tiffany Justice. I don't know if Miss Justice is here tonight. I know she was here at the, oh, she's online. Oh, there you go, right there. All right, Miss Justice, unless you have anything new to tell us or any comments, we're happy to hear.
I apologize. Can you all hear me okay?
We can hear you, yeah, and we're okay.
Okay, thank you. No, I just want to say thank you again for the opportunity to serve.
Absolutely. Do we have a motion to approve or any comments from the members before we do that?
I'll move it.
Okay. And I'll second it. How about that? Mr. Secretary, do you want to call the roll on Miss Justice?
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Okay. Appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Miss Justice. We
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you serving.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, we have another, this is a reappointment to the Police Accountability Board, Mr. Ralph Dennis. Is Mr. Dennis here? Okay. I'll motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Councilman Catch. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Okay, the appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Mr. Dennis, if you're out there somewhere tonight. I'm sure you are. And then we have another reappointment to the Police Accountability Board, Ms. Stephanie Betterson. Is Ms. Betterson here tonight? She was here last time. Okay, I'll motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Councilman Catch. Mr. Secretary, do you want to call the roll, please?
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks? Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay. And so the appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Ms. Betterson. All right. All right, next up, we have a loan from the Housing Opportunities Fund on Red Maple Place rental housing development. I know we had a lot of discussion about this at work session. I didn't necessarily want to belabor it. Were there any questions from the members or comments? Councilman Jones?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I recognize how long we've been dealing with Red Maple Place and how far back it goes. And really, I tried doing the questioning. I did my best to try to point out the need for housing for people. Here in Baltimore County, it's very difficult. We're under a consent decree because of our positions on affordable housing. And we continue to make progress, albeit maybe not as fast as we would like, but it has been a challenge. So I care an awful lot about housing people and doing our very best to be able to provide affordable housing as well as home ownership opportunities. And when I looked at this particular bill, and thinking about where we are as a county right now in terms of financially, it is extremely difficult to see teachers protest because we don't have the money, to see other bargaining units adjusting their agreed upon contracts because we don't have the money. So it's very difficult for me, despite how I feel about housing and being supportive of affordable housing units in the county. It's very difficult for me to be able to justify the vote for another $2 million, especially when we don't know what's going to happen from the administration in D.C. We are in court trying to protect certain grants, and this is probably just not a good time. So I wanted to just put that on the record because I don't think I'll be supporting the loan, but clearly I support affordable housing. But recognizing where we are today with our financial situation, that's the reason why I'm sort of pulling back on my support.
Well, thank you, Councilman Jones. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Any other?
Mr. Chairman.
Councilman Ketch.
Yeah, thank you very much. After listening to the testimony on this issue and other similar issues, and reading that I've done, people I've spoken with, I would hope that in the future that our county will move toward home ownership, giving individuals who need housing. And I know in my community off of Padonia Road, there is a rental development for people who have limited income that will become a community where the people will be able to purchase their homes if they choose to. And there's such an advantage to home ownership. The schools are profit from it. The community in general, crime is not quite a problem as it is in communities where there is no home ownership. So I just would encourage the county to take a closer look at encouraging home ownership. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Ketch. Councilman Patoka.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is certainly an important issue, and I know with Red Maple Place, there's concerns that have been brought forward by you, Mr. Chair, also by some of the members of our Maryland General Assembly that represent the area, both Senator Washington, Delegate Forbes. And I just wonder if it's time to rethink the model of how we do this. One of the concerns that came up was that initially we were in the $400,000 range to build a specific unit. In the last discussion, deliberations during the work session, we were in, I think, above $600,000 per unit. To me, that's a bad business model. There's something flawed in the way we're approaching this if it's extraordinarily expensive to build a single unit. And so I just wonder if it's time to kind of rethink how we do it. Should we think of ADUs or something that's different? Because this clearly is unaffordable not only for Baltimore County, but for any jurisdiction, especially during these tough budget times that, you know, if we're individual units are above $600,000, we're just not going to be able to achieve that. And I hope that Mr. Hickey and others that are working on this, that I just wonder how did we get to this point? And if we're getting to this point, is the next proposal going to be $800,000? Is the proposal that follows that $1 million a unit? So I just think it's time to rethink our approach to, and I'm not saying we rethink our commitment, but we rethink our approach to resolving this issue. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Absolutely. You know, and I believe that no one on this council is against providing more affordable housing. We know we have an issue. I think Director Hickey has worked incredibly hard to get us close to this, to our VCA number. It's really the first time in county history that we I believe, have taken it seriously and named a person that just is involved in this only, not in other county business. And I think we have a record to be proud of here, and we're continuing to march down this road to compliance. This project from the beginning was tough in the sense of where it was. It could have been moved to a more suitable spot. It wasn't, and I just don't see why we would continue to want to put more money into this project. So with that, unless there's other questions or concerns, I would motion to consider the approval of the loan. Do I have a second? Second from Councilman Ketch. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. In this case, a vote of aye would be in favor of approving the loan. A vote of no would be a vote against approval. Okay. Mr. Ertel.
Nay.
Mr. Patoka.
Nay.
Mr. Catch.
No.
Mr. Jones.
Nay.
Mr. Marks.
No.
Mr. Crandall.
No.
Mr. Young.
No.
Okay. The approval fails and the loan is disapproved. So we will now move on to final reading and vote of bills. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
Certainly. The first item for final reading and vote, Mr. Chairman, is Bill 39-25. This bill is sponsored by Councilman Marks. Addition to the Baltimore County final landmarks list.
Councilman Marks.
Thank you. An affirmative vote on this bill will add the 400th property to Baltimore County's landmarks, historic landmarks registry. This is the old Perry Hall School located on Bel Air Road near the fire station. You heard testimony in support of this bill from the Perry Hall Improvement Association and from the Preservation Alliance of Baltimore County, and there was no one who testified against it. As Perry Hall celebrates its 250th birthday this year, adding properties like this to the historic registry is a very important symbolic gesture by the council. Thank you very much for your consideration.
Thank you, Councilman Marks. Is there any other comments? Councilman Crandall.
Oh, no comment.
Oh, do you want a motion?
I'll motion that we motion in favor.
I'll second. Second to Councilman Crandall. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on Bill 3925?
Mr. Ertel.
Aye.
Mr. Marks.
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Mr. Young.
Aye.
Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
Mr. Jones.
Aye.
Okay, bill approved. Thank you, Councilman Marks. I know you've worked a long time on this, and it'll be, hopefully they'll do something creative there.
Yeah, it's actually a great use that they're generating there, and it's a great example of how the private sector can work with the community and the county to protect and adaptively reuse buildings.
Great, thank you. Next up, we have Bill 4025, and I think
correct.
there's an amendment.
Yes, that's correct, Mr. Chairman. Bill 4025 is also sponsored by Councilman Marks. Zoning regulations, assisted living facilities, conversion of existing commercial buildings. There is an amendment offered by Councilman Marks. It's mostly technical. It changes the language in the bill from conversion of existing commercial buildings to existing commercially used or zoned buildings. There are several references to that in the bill. It also makes a minor change to the nomenclature regarding permitted density. Instead of the maximum density permitted, it would say the permitted density is There is also a provision that states that the building shall meet the current requirements of the county's building code and county fire safety and prevention code. And the amendment would state, unless the county building engineer determined that prior applicable requirements are sufficient. And that is the amendments offered by Councilman Marks.
Councilman Marks, did you want to comment?
No, I just want to thank the administration. We worked with the administration to make sure that they were comfortable with this bill, and the bill still does require open space and compatibility standards to be met for these type of facilities.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Councilman Catch.
Yeah, Councilman Marks, does this includes office buildings as well? Is that true?
It's within the BM zone.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes. And, you know, I think this issue of assisted living centers is one that a lot of us face, because these can be placed throughout the county in a lot of residential zones, and it makes sense to allow for them to be located in commercial revitalization districts as long as these standards are met.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to be a co-sponsor.
Mr. Secretary?
Yes, sir.
Take care of that for
I will.
Councilman Catch?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I know someone who can take care of that.
All right, so is there a motion to?
I'll move it.
Okay, I'll second it. So, Mr. Secretary, we're voting on the amendment first,
Yes, sir.
correct? Do you want to call the vote on the amendment?
Yes. Mr. Urtel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes.
And then we have
Sounds like there's a second amendment?
yes, we have one other amendment. This amendment is offered by the administration, and this amendment would make two changes to the bill. One, as Mr. Marks alluded, the building, the commercially used or zoned building that's being converted shall be subject to compatibility findings in accordance with Section 432A.1.d of the zoning regulations. And in addition, in order to achieve better site design, reduce the requirements of Section 432A.1.c1 and 2 by 10% unless the proposed conversion is adjoining a residential zone. So those are two amendments that were offered by the administration.
I'd like to move for the adoption of the amendments.
Okay.
Second.
All right, Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on the second amendment?
Mr. Urtel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye. Okay, the amendment passes. Is there a motion to approve Bill 4025 as amendment,
I'll move it.
as amended?
I'll move it.
Second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Bill 4025 as amended, please.
Mr. Urtel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, Bill 4025 as amended is passed. Mr. Secretary, next bill, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Bill 41-25, sponsored by Councilman Marks, zoning regulations, residential development proposals in the Honeygo Overlay District.
Mr. Marks, Councilman Marks, did you want to make a comment on it?
Sure, thank you. This amends the regulations dealing with the Honeygo Overlay District, primarily to address open space. Throughout the Honeygo area, I think we're up to 5 or 6 parks now, public parks, and this allows the open space requirements to be met by dedicating property adjacent to those parks.
Okay. And there's an amendment. Is that?
There is, Mr. Chairman. The amendment would add a paragraph. There are 2 paragraphs under the use 8.7. There are 2 paragraphs currently. This would add a 3rd paragraph C and state that a developer shall not be required to extend existing public roads through a development to provide access to the new lots.
Is there a motion to approve the amendment?
I'll move it.
Second.
Second from Councilman Jones. Secretary, you please call the roll on the amendment to Bill 4125.
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Marks, Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young, Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes. Are there any questions or comments from the members on the amendment? If not, is there a motion to approve Bill 4125 as amended?
I'll move it.
Second.
Second from Councilman Ketch. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Bill 4125 as amended, please.
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones.
Aye.
Okay, Bill 4125 as amended is passed. Mr. Secretary, next bill, please.
Next is Bill 42-25, sponsored by Councilman Marks, zoning regulations, out-of-water storage facilities for commercial fishing and shell fishing operations.
Councilman Marks.
Thank you. Bill 4225 permits the storage of certain equipment related to commercial fishing or shell fishing operations for businesses under certain conditions. You heard testimony from the Bowleys Quarters Improvement Association, from others weeks ago. It seems like a long time ago. But in favor of this bill, there are some amendments that I think strengthen the bill. But otherwise, I mean, this bill commands a lot of support on the waterfront, and it applies to all of the waterfront areas in Baltimore County.
Great, thank you. Mr. Secretary, there's an amendment or?
Yes, sir,
Is
Mr.
it just
Chairman.
one or?
It's one amendment. Two items. There are certain site-specific regulations and requirements in the bill, and this amendment adds two additional requirements. One, that the intent of this paragraph that is being added is to permit storage for water-dependent operations or businesses only, and may not be construed or interpreted as permitting other types of businesses to utilize waterfront properties or properties that are in close proximity to the waterfront for such storage. So it just clarifies that limitation. And second, that the authority to use a property for storage as set forth in this paragraph will terminate upon the sale of the property.
Is there a motion to approve the amendment to Bill 4225?
So moved.
Second.
All right, Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on the amendment to Bill 4225?
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young.
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes. Are there any questions or comments from the members? If not, is there a motion to approve Bill 4225 as amended?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Councilman Marks, could you theoretically move a crab trap on a golf cart? Before you stored them?
Not in Bowleys Quarters.
Okay.
They're not part of the.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Bill 4225 as amended. Sorry.
Mr. Ertel,
Yes.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Okay. Bill 4225 as amended is passed. And I think that's all the bills we have tonight.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so the council will now consider all fiscal matters. Extensive testimony was taken at the council's work session last week on July 1st. The witnesses who testified at the work session are available to restate their testimony if needed. If a council member has any questions regarding a particular fiscal matter, that item will be discussed as a separate matter. I will now call upon the secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal matters 1 through 11 and 15. 1 through 11 and 15. Fiscal matters 12 through 14 were withdrawn prior to the meeting. Okay, that makes sense now to me.
First, fiscal matter 1 is a lease with Pikesville Armory Foundation Incorporated. Fiscal matter 2 is 3 contracts for training and consulting services. Fiscal matter 3 is also 3 contracts, this for on-call wastewater flow monitoring, infiltration, inflow analysis, and sanitary sewer evaluation survey investigations. Fiscal matter 4 is a purchase order with Johnson Controls Incorporated. Fiscal matter 5 is 2 contracts for carpet cleaning and floor stripping, sealing, and finishing services. Fiscal matter 6 is a contract with Dr. Mawish Karam. Fiscal matter 7 is a contract with Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Fiscal matter 8 is an amendment to contract with Acme Auto Leasing. Fiscal matter 9 is 2 contracts for cleaning services. Fiscal matter 10 is a contract with Paradise Animal Hospital LLC. Fiscal matter 11 is a contract of sale with Harry Gebhardt, 1313 Moores Lane. And fiscal matter 15 is a contract with Beverage and Diamond PC.
Councilman Patoka. Councilman.
Mr. Chair, I'm just on item 14. I didn't get good clarification on why this fiscal matter was withdrawn for the acquisition of a proposed park in the Woodmore area. So just want to know what the disposition of that is. Why was it withdrawn?
I still had some questions as the AO in terms of the paperwork and how it was approved, and the agency is looking at it for me.
Gotcha. I guess what I had asked the Intergovernmental Affairs Office is, was it a permanent withdrawal, or was it just to do exactly what you said, to review paperwork? Just, I didn't really understand if this was something that we just we're not going to acquire this property to do a park, or are we delayed in some way? And I didn't get clarity on that.
Until the agency is able to answer the questions I have, I can't give you that information. So as soon as they're able to answer the process questions I have, I'll be able to give you that information.
Okay, thank you.
Councilman Young, did you have something? No. Oh, sorry. Okay, you had your, I didn't know. Councilman Jones? No, okay. Everybody's got mics on. Just want to make sure. Mr. Secretary, is there, well, first of all, is there a motion to approve fiscal matters 1 through 11 and 15?
I'll move it.
Okay. Is there a second? I'll second it. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on fiscal matters 1 through 11 and 15?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay, fiscal matters 1 through 11 and 15 are approved. We will now consider the remainder of miscellaneous business, which we have a few different items. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
First, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, whenever a contract over $25,000 is awarded by a process other than formal competitive bid, it is required that a copy of the contract be given to the county council and the nature and parties to the contract be announced by the secretary at the next legislative session following the award. There are 8 such contracts this evening. The first is a purchase order with International Chemstar Incorporated. This is for the sampling and consultation to fully evaluate the water supply at the county's detention center. Award total of $25,896. The second is a supplier contract with Econolite Control Products Incorporated for the purchase of Econolite traffic signal cabinets and spare parts. Estimated award total for 5 years is $432,000. Next is a purchase order with KCI Technologies Incorporated for the purchase of KCI post-production support for existing permitting and trade license applications. Total award of $32,000. Fourth is a purchase order with Xylem Water Solutions USA Incorporated. This is for the purchase of Fliggett pumps. DPWT uses these pumps at the Eastern Sanitary Landfill, and the pumps need servicing and repairs over time, and they're the only ones certified to make the repairs. Additional award total of $6,395.34. The next is purchase order with Dakin Applied. This is for a service repair to maintain and diagnose internal issues with the WME General Chiller 1. This is at the County Courts Building. Award total of $248,550. Next is a supplier contract with Real Digital Media LLC for the purchase of the digital signage library system software licenses, hosting, hardware, maintenance, testing, training, support, and warranty for the public libraries. Estimated total for 5 years is $111,000. Next is a supplier contract with Urban SDK Incorporated for the purchase of a 3-year subscription for traffic data collection software. The estimated award total for 3 years is $73,500. And the final agreement is a purchase order with Baltimore Gas and Electric, BGE Revenue Processing. This is for the purchase of EV charging infrastructure, installation equipment, design and studies, electrical service upgrades, and new electric service at the Public Safety Building. This is an award total of $29,333.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Councilman Batoka, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I just want to go back to fiscal matters just for a moment, because I got so distracted with the withdrawal of the Woodmore Park. I forgot to commend the administration for the Pikesville Armory. So I didn't want to sound just like a curmudgeon who had issues, but the Pikesville Armory, I just can't thank the administration enough for the commitment here. This has been a long time coming, and it's going to continue into the future. This started early on by some folks that had an idea, and they believed in that idea, and then they believed in that idea so much that they acted on that idea to create, I think it started with the 1,000 Friends of Pikesville. It also, there was a commission back in the day, if anyone remembers, that I see Ashley Wallington remembers, the Armory Commission. And at the time when the Armory Commission was formed, I think no one believed that it would actually turn into something spectacular. And it is in the process. It is spectacular now. If anyone has not been to the NCO Club at the Pikesville Armory, we should go there, Council and colleagues on the Council. It's spectacular. And it is the first building. The second building, the drill hall, is going to be basketball courts, pickleball courts, other things that are community amenities. It's going to be transformative, not only for the Pikesville area, but as a special place in Baltimore County. It's an exciting time. Many of our older commercial corridors are struggling. And so this is something that is going to turn it around and not only help the 14 acres where the Pikesville Armory is located, but also the potential for a TOD, because it's the Pikesville Armory, believe it or not, is halfway between the Milford Mill Metro Station and the Old Court Metro Station. So the TOD potential is enormous. And I think right now we're starting to build on that. And that's why I think when I was talking to Mr. Hickey about how we're, to rethink the model of how we're going to create affordable opportunities in our county, I think we have to be creative, as the folks at the Pikesville Armory were and continue to be. I want to thank the executive has been fully committed to this. So team members, please share my how pleased I am with the county executive. But the Pikesville Armory Foundation is currently the steward of the property. And if you like jazz, Marsha McLaughlin, I suggest that you and Nancy Goldring, I suggest you go to the Pikesville Armory on a Wednesday night. Bring your lawn chair, and at 5:30, jazz starts at 6 o'clock. Last week, they had the spectacular John Lampkin, who happens to be a constituent in the community of Huntington, but also outstanding trumpet player. Yeah. He has a great song. It's about a place, it's just called The Market, but it's about Lexington Market. And it's really an outstanding song, as well as all the other things he plays. But anyhow, I'm getting a little long-winded, but I just am really appreciative of this fiscal matter. And stay tuned. There's more to come in terms of this spectacular turnaround of what was once a vacant property. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Absolutely, Councilman Patoka. I believe we are now on to Resolution 3125, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Secretary, is that correct?
That is correct, Mr. Chairman. Resolution 3125 is sponsored by Councilman Marks, amending the Perry Hall Commercial Revitalization District.
Thank you very much. When the council passed the resolution establishing the White Marsh Mall Commercial Revitalization District, I said I was looking at ways to shrink the other districts in the area, and this is what we're doing in the Perry Hall area. These revitalization districts have had some success, but quite frankly, the county needs to focus its resources, and the resolution does amend the boundaries in that manner.
Okay. So it makes them smaller, is that correct?
Generally, the next one, there's a small addition, but.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Is there a motion to approve Resolution 3125?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 3125.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye. Okay, Resolution 3125 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please. Resolution 3225.
Yes, sir. 3225 is sponsored by Councilman Marks, amending the Cowanton Ebenezer Commercial Revitalization District.
What I said before, this resolution shrinks the district. Right now, it goes all the way down to near Campbell Boulevard. This tightens it up, really centers it at the Cowington-Philadelphia Road intersection.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve, or is there any questions?
So I'll move it.
Okay. Second? I'll second it. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 3225.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay, Resolution 3225 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is Resolution 33-25, also sponsored by Councilman Marks. This seeks council approval for the further review of a PUD known as the Enclave at Magnolia.
Councilman Marks.
Thank you. This resolution advances the continued review of the planned unit development in the Perry Hall area. There have been several iterations of this plan. The project has dropped from 64 proposed townhouses to 28 single-family homes. As I mentioned at the work session, the school districts in this area have opportunity for growth. We've built 2 new schools that have serviced this area, and the resolution sets restrictions that exceed what would be allowed in a traditional development, including limiting no access to Gerst Avenue, restricted hours for construction, and more robust open space buffers than conventionally required.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Marks. Is there any questions on the amendment? Or there is an amendment, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You want to read the amendment?
Certainly. There are 2 separate amendments. The first is offered by Councilman Marks. It's a technical clarifications in the resolution. First, that it would state that no development can proceed without approval for access to the development only through Magnolia Avenue. And the second clarification where the resolution states that the proposed landscape plan shall emphasize to the greatest extent possible the planting of large trees to provide an immediate visual buffer with adjacent existing homes. It clarifies that this would be along the southwest open space area, the east side along Gerst Avenue, and the south side driveway of adjacent homes.
Yeah, these amendments come about through dialogue with the surrounding neighbors, and I'd like to move for their adoption.
I'll second.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the amendment.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay.
Then there's one other amendment, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
This amendment is offered by the administration. And this amendment would state that there is a provision that states that the southwest area of the PUD plan site shall remain passive open space and shall identify any trees threatened by invasive vines and any appropriate action to protect the integrity of mature trees. The clarification would state that the applicant shall identify these trees that may be threatened by invasive vines and appropriate action to be taken to protect the mature trees. And then the second clarification would be to state that the county council strongly encourages that any open space waiver fee not allocated to neighbor space of Baltimore County be credited toward Angel Park.
I'd like to move the amendment.
Second. Okay. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on the second amendment to Bill
Mr. Ertel?
3325?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes. Are there any questions or comments from the members?
One more thing.
Yes, Councilman Marks.
This is a very prescriptive resolution and really sets requirements that the executive branch and the administrative law judge should respect. When we advance these plan unit developments, we do so after discussion with the communities. The languages should be very clear to anyone reading the resolution. That's all I'll say.
Thank you, Councilman Marks. Do you want a motion to
I'll motion
approve
to approve the resolution
as amended?
as amended.
Second.
Okay, Councilman Ketch. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 3325 as amended.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Okay, the Resolution 3325 as amended is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Resolution 34-25, sponsored by Chairman Ertel. This resolution seeks approval of a partial property tax exemption for Leverin Banks, who, as a blind person, is entitled to a partial exemption from property taxes under state law.
And I personally know Mr. Banks. He's also a disabled veteran. He's one of our residents over in Overly, and I'm happy to sponsor this resolution.
I'll second it.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay, Resolution 3425 passes. Mr. Secretary, next item, 3525.
Yes. Next is Resolution 3525, sponsored by Councilman Jones. Very similar to the last one. This is also a property seeking a council approval of a property tax exemption for Diana Dunbar, who, as a blind person, is entitled to a partial property tax exemption under state law.
It is my honor and privilege to move the resolution.
Second.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 3525.
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Cash.
Aye.
Okay, Resolution 3525 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please. I believe this is a resolution 3525 to be read to
Yes.
the record.
Yes, sir. Resolution 36-25 is a resolution to accept a monetary donation from Miss Ann Louise Allen related to DNA testing and analysis. This is for introduction only this evening.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, is there any further business to come before the council?
There is no further business, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So move.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting is adjourned. As is customary, we're not done yet.
Vice Aroni, continue yourself.
As is customary, anyone who's registered to speak online prior to the meeting is allowed 3 minutes to speak. I know we have a few different speakers tonight. Ms. Belcastro, do you want to call the first speaker?
Certainly, Mr. Chair. Our first registered speaker was Linda Dorsey Walker. She noted on her registration that she was going to testify virtually, but I don't see her online. Is she here in person?
Maybe she's joining us tomorrow night.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll move on to the next speaker. Our next speaker is Sharonda Hoffman, who was on, whoops, my apologies.
She
Who was on
says virtually.
online? Yes. Ms. Hoffman?
Hi.
Yes.
Good
Thank
evening,
you so
Ms.
much.
Hoffman.
Good evening, good evening. Thank you very much, Council Chair and Council. I hope you're doing well. I hope the Baltimore County Council can talk amongst yourselves and establish some basic decorum. As a public service employee, I expect this council to deliver respectful, accountable governance. What does that look like? Maybe start with the duty of candor, like our housing director, or even the volunteer redistricting commissioners showed. No county employee or commissioner should ever be disrespected by the public, an elected official, or any protege of an elected official. The housing director deserves an apology for his treatment last week. By the way, it is not a threat to remind the council of legal obligations. If the county doesn't comply with the Voting Rights Act or a voluntary consent agreement, the county may get sued and taxpayers have to pay the bill. If this council approves another political performance map that does not comply with the VRA, you know you already lost that case once. Please be fiscally responsible. The math is simple, and the Supreme Court didn't change the rules this session. This council's Jedi mind trick called Exhibit 4724 fooled no one. Here's a quote from the Board of Elections. On December 5th, 2024, the State Board of Elections approved the results of the ballot, which included all questions from November 5th, 2024 presidential general election. Although the question was approved, a map was not part of the question. As of today, Baltimore County elections only has 7 council districts. There is a process that would include input from the public. Once a map is approved by county council, there will be a change. We still need an approved map because there was no map on the ballot. Was the redistricting commission process just performative? The bipartisan commission delivered a legally compliant map and it was dismissed anyway. I still haven't seen the Republican press release explaining why. I keep hearing this is about keeping communities together. It's about race. It's not about race, it's about unity. Yet the NAACP sued because the map previously passed by council weakens Black voting power. About 30% of Baltimore County is Black. Yet only 1 of 7 council districts is majority Black. If we expand to 9 districts and the county is nearly 50% minority, shouldn't 4 out of the 9 districts be real minority opportunity districts? What are we even talking about? Instead of fixing it, we get deflection. We want racial justice on the east side, but they decided ahead of time we're only going to have it stay on the west side. That's a quote. The repeal effort was an unnecessary bill dividing the council, quote. These are out-of-town special interests trying to influence our maps. That's another quote. A few years ago, after George Floyd it was trendy to claim to be anti-racist. But the inconvenient truth is too many people love the label more than the work. It's easy to say you want diversity until it's time to draw fair maps and make it real. Then everyone reflects. Respect the people you sideline, respect the law and that you uphold, and please approve the commission's map. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hoffman. Appreciate you being here tonight. Ms. Belcastro, next speaker, please.
Certainly,
We
our
have
next
Mr.
speaker is
Roland
Mr. Roland
in the
Patterson,
house.
correct.
Testing. Okay, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Everyone, fine. Glad
Thanks
to,
for hanging out with us.
Well, thanks for
So
having
long.
me. Thanks for having me. I want to greet you, Mr. Ertel, members of the council. I'm sorry that I didn't make it on the first to speak to the Red Maple question, but you've dealt with that, so we'll address that within our own circles and see what we can't do to rehab it in some way. But I'm here about redistricting, and I want to say something that I think is novel other than for me. I'm interested in the NAACP. I'm the vice president for the branch, and I'm here on behalf of the branch. Now, Mr. Chair and members of the council in total, but particularly Mr. Crandall, Mr. Marks, and Mr. Koch, we're interested in talking. So I'm saying something different. We're interested, the 3 minutes that we get in the various forum, we don't think are adequate for us to converse. We inhabit the same county and we have the same interests, but we see advancement in opposite ways. That means we need to talk. We need to have a conference, a meeting without limits, maybe a lunch, maybe something where we can meaningfully communicate. The NAACP wants to be on record as having been the ones to say this. We want to talk. That is the essence of why I'm here today in my wheelchair, because we want to talk. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to thank you for allowing me to speak and for the way you conduct your business. I recognize, you know, I'm a former lawyer and a future lawyer. We'll explain that at another time. There's a saying in the law that reasonable minds differ. I accept that. And I ask you to accept that. But we have to come together and come to a resolution. And that's what I'm asking. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilman Catch. Thank you, Mr. Patterson.
Mr. Patterson, it's Wade Catch, and I just have a question. Have you approached me about getting together? Have you approached my office?
I have not approached any council office in particular. I thought possibly errantly, possibly by mistake, that this was the way to make the proposal. So if you, Mr. Koch, would like me to approach your office, I will do it immediately. Absolutely. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, but basically, I don't turn people down, and I'm more than willing to sit and talk with anyone. I guess I don't understand why you singled out the three of us. I don't get it.
Well, we the branch advocated for the 315 map, and the commission came back with the 225 map, and we were prepared to accept it. We felt that it was as reasonable as it could be, and that we needed to concede something in the name of advancement. But immediately after the commission's coming forward, Mr. Koch, unless I'm mistaken, Councilman Koch, there was an article in the newspaper, And the newspaper article said that the Republicans on the council pronounced the map 225 map dead on arrival. And so that is why we sing that. If I'm wrong about that, I am prepared to accept your correction. But I read that article myself. So if the article was wrong, that's why I'm wrong. But that's why I singled out, and that's my answer.
I mean, I think that, well, I know that we're all interested in getting together and coming up with a redistricting map that will be acceptable to all. I can tell you that that's our intention. And I would hope that you're asking the Democrat members of the council to do the same, that all 7 of us discuss the maps and try to come to some agreement. There's parts of the 2 or 3 maps that I've seen that I like. There's parts I don't like. And, you know, I can assure you that I'm always ready and willing to meet and discuss any issue with any group. I was a little worried with what you were talking about, because I thought, well, my gosh, you're not representing the Democrat Party. I mean, that's what it sounded like. I mean, you brought us, the 3 of us, the 3 Republicans, and did not address it to the 4 Democrats. So I was a little confused. I didn't know if you were speaking on behalf of the Democrat Party or on behalf of the NAACP.
Well, I introduced myself, and let me direct myself to the entire council. And let me start again. I'm Roland Patterson, and I'm here on behalf of the NAACP, the Baltimore County branch. And if I spoke clumsily before, I apologize. I apologize.
Oh, you don't need to apologize. That's fine. I think we're okay.
Mr. Chair,
And Mr. Patterson, if for the record, I thought you were speaking to the Democrats as well. So
thank you very much.
Mr. Chair?
Yes,
I may.
Councilman Crandall.
Mr. Patterson, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So you want to sit down and meet. When we went through the redistricting process years ago, conducted a public process that we were required. I think we even went above and beyond the public process, created a map that the council voted on unanimously, a fair map. I woke up one morning, my name was named in a federal lawsuit that your organization was named as a plaintiff. So now you want a meeting? How am I to trust what I say in that meeting doesn't end up in the future lawsuit? Because even though the NAACP and maybe the Republicans can work something out, some other folks are not going to be happy with the map. Either way, as I see it, this thing's ended up in court, just like the last one did. So how, tell me how I'm supposed to meet with someone that puts my name in a federal lawsuit when it doesn't deserve to be, when all I did was do my job.
Thank you for your question. We are prepared to iron out all wrinkles with you, with your staff, et cetera, to attempt to remove concerns like that. There are, as you know, Councilman, ways to meet where the content is classified, et cetera, where we agree that content can't be used later in litigation, et cetera. So there are ways to proceed. I mean, look, Council, I hear what you're saying. Councilmen, I hear what you're saying. What I'm saying is that it is unreasonable for us to stand at opposite ends of the stadium, pointing at each other and not talking. That's what I'm saying. And
Sir,
so,
there was a whole redistricting commission that went through a whole public process. We didn't even have to do that.
But you did.
And we put that together and did that.
All right.
And the commission came up with a recommendation that we're now considering.
Well,
it's a little late for meetings.
I'm going to turn to you, Mr. Chairman. The article that I referred to was in the newspaper. I don't know if Mr. Crandall is repudiating that article or what, but that article is what brought me here today. So I just want to be on record that we're interested in finding a way to confer. And I'm not ignoring you, okay? I go to church in your area, Essex, St. Stephen. So I'm not ignoring you, Mr. Crandall, but I'm holding to my position. The logical end of Councilman Crandall's statement is that there's no way for us to talk. It's too late for us to talk. Well, I'm not willing to accept that. So he spoke. That's why I'm directing my attention to you. And that's all I have to say.
Absolutely. Councilman Patoka.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Well, Mr. Patterson, I think your suggestion is an excellent suggestion. In fact, we live in such a polarized world right now. You either have to be on this end or you can be on this end, but you cannot be anywhere beyond the end polls. And it's that way at the federal level. It's now filtered down to some degree at the local level. And through this redistricting process, we're all talking past each other. We're not talking to each other. And if you can't agree with my map, then we're not going to talk. And I'm saying that metaphorically, not a map that I have. And I think that's been kind of the basic flaw of all of this whole process, is instead of talking to each other, we're talking past each other. So I think your suggestion is excellent. I also think it's really bold, because nowadays, no one comes up and says, let's talk about this, let's meet. Now, the one thing I will say, and this is based on what I saw and read about one of the redistricting commission meetings, is that we all have to talk to each other in a respectful and a way that's dignified. Some of the actions that took place during one particular redistricting. I know that people are passionate about this issue, but even when passion is out there, civility has its place. And if we don't exercise civility when we're talking, we'll never move off of point A, because everyone will get distracted by the tone and distracted by not being respectful to one another. So thank you so much for making this, what it ordinarily in a normal world, it wouldn't seem like a bold suggestion, but I think it's bold. I agree with you 100%, and count me in on these discussions.
Is it bold and respectful to put all of our names in a federal lawsuit, Councilman?
Look, there are a lot of councilmen.
You weren't on the council when that happened, were you?
No, I was. I just think that perhaps that happened. I think,
you like that?
I just think that we have to get beyond yesterday and look forward to today and tomorrow. And that was yesterday, and let's look forward to how we can make Baltimore County a place that we all have a level of comfort with. And I think Mr. Patterson's suggestion creates a pathway. And I respect you, Councilman Crandall, and I hope that you can join. I'm happy to join you, Mr. Patterson, and I hope, Councilman Crandall, that you can look beyond yesterday and join us as well.
Mr. Bostwick, when is the final date that we can, in order to meet the deadline? Final date that we can vote on a map?
Well, the deadline is October 1st, and according to the council's regular legislative schedule, the regularly scheduled vote is September the 15th. That's a legislative session date. So in order to vote on that date, the way the council's calendar currently works, the plan is to introduce a redistricting bill on August the 4th. If there was a need, there is a possibility to schedule a special legislative session on August 18th, merely for the purpose of introducing that redistricting bill. But the regular schedule would be an August 4th introduction and a September 15th vote.
Councilman Crandall, your point is well taken. The clock is ticking, and we have until October 1. So if we engage, we have to engage quickly.
You have until August.
August, thank you. We have to engage quickly. We have to engage, and again, if the tone is how it has been in certain meetings, where the passion is there, but the civility is not, to me, that will not get us to where we want to be.
Mr. Crandall, I wasn't on the branch, like Mr. Batoka wasn't on the council when the events you referred to happened. At least I wasn't in leadership. If I was in the branch, I wasn't in leadership. I'm sorry that it went the way it did. I just want to be on record saying that.
Mr. Patterson.
Sir.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry. The proper protocol. I just want you to know that I wasn't very happy with the fact that there wasn't, in my opinion, enough discussion when it came to the map that was part of the expanding the council from 7 to 9 members. I wasn't happy at all that I didn't think there was enough public input, enough discussion. I amended the bill so that we would have until October 1st to have public hearings. And that's why the commission was appointed. And everybody on the council voted for that amendment because we all are interested in open and transparent government. And I don't think you're going to find, I'm very open and transparent. There's no question about it. And I've been an advocate of that all of my political career. So I need to ask you, are you related to Roland Patterson, the former superintendent of the city school system?
Right, that's where
I'm still proud to be his son, and I use Junior every time I say my name.
Okay, I went to the city school, so I remember his name. And thank you very much for your participation in this process. And, contact my office and we'll set up something without any question whatsoever.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, members of the council, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. We appreciate you being here tonight. I think we have other speakers. I'm not sure.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I want to go back to Ms. Linda Dorsey Walker, who is now online. Ms. Walker, you may begin your testimony when you're ready.
Can you hear me at this time?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, Chair Ertel and members of the Baltimore County Council. My name is Linda Dorsey Walker. I'm here to testify against the proposed map and in favor of the West Side Coalition map plan, which is basically the Woodlawn plan divided in half, reflecting only the West Side. It's the only map option that had its numbers carefully scrutinized at all 4 public meetings and received strong verbal and written support at each one of the public hearings. Dr. Kareem Creighton, PhD, JD, consultant brought in by the commission from the Brennan Institute, informed the commission members that the Woodlawn approach map could stand up to a Voting Rights Act challenge if the Baltimore County government endorsed it because of how carefully it was drawn by Mr. Keith Dorsey, former Budget and Finance Director of Baltimore County. The commissioners threw out earlier attempts by proponents of the 315 map to use something called Any Parts Black and compare it to all the statistics that everyone else submitted for their maps, and also throughout the first 225 map because of irregularities in its data. Now, in checking the data for the map that hurriedly was pushed forward to you tonight, it turns out there's a strong irregularity in the data for that version of the map. So I strongly suggest you reject it. The West Side Coalition map does not dilute the actual census numbers and power of the African American community on the west side of the Baltimore County. It is the only map that does not deny Woodlawn, the community with the highest percentage of Black population in Baltimore County, about 75%, the right to have its own designated council district, separate and apart from Pikesville, Randallstown, and Catonsville. Right now, the proposed map would divide Woodlawn into those three areas, and that's just wrong. This will finally allow the Woodlawn Loch Herron area to have its own elected council member in local government. By the way, in 2001, when the first African-American district was identified, Woodlawn and Randallstown already had sufficient Black population for 2 districts on the western side of the county then. So this is justice finally that we're trying to have brought up to date. The map supports maintaining strong historic communities of interest without interfering with the ability of neighboring Catonsville or Pikesville to successfully elect candidates who best reflect their communities of interest, including New American groups. Opponents of the right of a Woodlawn Loch Herron Council District to exist, in addition to the Randallstown Owings Mills District, respect the right of the county's huge 38% African American residents and voters to self-determination. We oppose what these so-called do-gooder progressives are trying to do because it denies us the right to self-determination on the west side of the county. And many of these individuals are not African American and are not from the west side of the county. Finally, Commissioner Ed Kramer strongly recommended that the council be in conversation with Mr. Keith Dorsey during its deliberation and analysis. So just as I just heard you include the NAACP, a group which, quite frankly, we begged to be in conversation with us, but they said, nope, we're partnering up with the ACLU, so we can't be in conversation with you. We're asking that you please include Mr. Keith Dorsey, a trusted member of the government for 36 years, in your deliberation. I don't ask that for myself, I ask that for him. And I wish you the best in moving forward. I hope you will give a look-see at the only map version that went through all of the steps from January to June 9th that didn't get corrected by GIS to any great degree, wasn't subject to a whole lot of criticism. And like I said, the consultant said it can stand on its own legs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Dorsey Walker. Appreciate you being here. Next speaker,
Next speaker is Peter Richkes, who is also on virtually. Ms. Richkes, you may begin your testimony.
Thank you, Ms. Del Castro. Good evening. Chairman Ertel and members of the council. For the record, my name is Peter Richkes and I live in current District 6. Thank you all for doing the right thing earlier this evening with your bipartisan vote against granting an additional $2 million loan from the county's Housing Opportunities Fund. I'm here tonight to urge you to do the right thing again on a bipartisan basis for the voters, for fairness, and for the future of Baltimore County as you finalize a new 9-district councilmanic map. Last November, the voters spoke loud and clear. By a wide margin, they approved expanding the council from 7 to 9 seats. That wasn't just about numbers, it was a call for better representation, especially for the Black, Brown, immigrant, and other historically underrepresented communities that now make up nearly half of our county. The 225 map recommended by the Redistricting Commission reflects that diversity and complies with the Voting Rights Act. It ensures that no one community is unfairly disadvantaged. The 225 map provides a framework system that departs from past decades of packed minority voters into as few districts as possible to dilute their voice. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to build trust in our local democracy. The eyes of the community are on you. Please don't let politics override fairness, the law, and the will of the people. Please adopt a map that reflects the county we are today, not the one we used to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Richkes. Thank you, Ms. Richkes. Ms. Belcastro, next speaker.
Our next speaker is Keith Dorsey. Mr. Dorsey is also on virtually. Mr. Dorsey, you may begin when you're ready.
Good evening, Chairman Ertel and members of the County Council. My name is Keith Dorsey. I am a resident of Owings Mills, and I would like to share with you my opposition to the map recommended by the Redistricting Commission. Some have depicted the work of the commission as a beautiful process, and maybe in some ways it was. However, as in baking a souffle, it's how you finish that counts. First, I will commend the work of the County Council staff and the county's Office of Information Technology. I particularly want to commend Adam Phillips, as he regularly went beyond the call of duty to facilitate this process. Yet the process failed in the end in 4 ways. 1, 3 of the 7 commissioners voted no on the final map, and a 4th commissioner who voted yes acknowledged that he misunderstood the maps. 2, the process, the commission, during the process, the commission welcomed public comment on any map being proposed. However, the final map was a last-minute entry that received no public review. In fact, the commission voted not to share the map with the public until it was published in the final report. 3, the decision to deny public input on the map meant that a serious error went unnoticed. The charter requires that the council districts be of equal size. The guideline the county has used to determine equal size is that the deviation between the largest and smallest districts can't be more than 10%. Yet the recommended map has a deviation in the districts by voting age of 14.13%. Not only does this create grounds for legal challenge, but they also granted themselves flexibility denied to the public in submitting its map proposals. And 4, the recommended map ignores the charter requirement to provide for councilmatic districts that are compact and in which due regard is given to current community boundaries. In order to achieve certain commissioners' political, social goals, it gerrymandered districts in a way that splits established community areas while tying together unrelated neighborhoods. The tragic result is a greater Woodlawn community severed into 3 parts and denies a distinct voice to the largest enclaves of African Americans in Baltimore County. I plan to share more about Woodlawn at the public hearing scheduled for tomorrow. For now, I will say that the council needs to reject the western side of the recommended map and consider 4 community-oriented districts like the approach previously identified as the Woodlawn Plan. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Dorsey. We appreciate you being here. Ms. Belcastro, next speaker.
Our next speaker is also on virtually, and that is Karen Braithwaite Yarn. You may begin your testimony when you're ready.
Good evening, gentlemen, members of the County Council. My name is Karen Braithwaite Yarn. I live in Owings Mills, Maryland, and I endorse the Woodlawn Approach Plan C-2 redistricting map. The commission charged with overseeing the Baltimore County redistricting map process indicated at its May 21st meeting that it would not be accepting any new map submission after that date. but it did. So we're questioning that. Why did it accept the ACLU's latest redistricting map? The ACLU's map refers to and uses a racial category called any part Black, but it has not been used in Maryland nor is accepted by the Redistricting Commission. Using majority any part Black inflates statistics around the Black race. The commission required that the ACLU use the same census data that all the other map preparers used in the redistricting map process. The ACLU's claim of having 3 majority Black districts was disapproved by the county's adjusted population figures. Gentlemen, we petition for fairness. I thank you very much for giving me audience and listening to my plea.
Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you being here tonight. Ms. Bocascio, your next speaker, please.
Our last speaker this evening is David Riley, who is here in person.
Mr. Riley, how are you? Good. Good to have you in person.
So I'll give you an easy one. I just want to thank you for your vote regarding the Red Maples bailout earlier. No, I thought it's very good. Unfortunately, it's probably not over at 650 large per unit. I think the developer and the investors are not going to walk away from this that easy, so we're probably still in a fight somehow, but I appreciate the efforts of the council. I think hopefully going forward, the proponents of this would be honest about something as simple as where it's built. If you look at the architect of the unit, of the building, on their homepage as of this morning, they said Maple Place Apartments, the latest addition to Homes for America portfolio, is located in the very desirable West Towson neighborhood. So I've only been here for 47 years, but I can tell you that Red Maples is not built in West Towson. It is built in historic East Towson. And it's more of a concerted effort to deny that East Towson even exists. So the people who are proposing this just have a courtesy to acknowledge where it's being built, and then maybe we can go forward. Anyway, one final time, thank you very much for your vote. I think it will benefit everyone in East Towson communities. Again, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Marks.
Thank you. Mr. Riley, I want to thank you for your leadership in Eastern Towson.
Oh, thank you very much.
We collaborated on a lot of things, including the Six Bridge Trail and issues in the Knollwood area. And I want to thank you for the many hours you've devoted to that community.
Yeah, it's been a long fight, about, 6 years. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Councilman Jones.
Yeah, Mr. Riley, I just want to thank you for your service to Baltimore County, and we appreciate all the things you do. So thank you so much.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Councilman Patoka.
Mr. Riley? Hey.
You're not done yet, Mr. Riley.
Thank you. Question. I joined you at a music festival in your neighborhood. When is the next one?
Gosh, I think we were successful when we had to be in the couple years of the pandemic, because it allowed people to, get together, close to home. But as the world opened up again, we found that we had served its purpose at the time, and they're much smaller now. But again, we were inspired by, I think it was in Italy, people were coming out on their front porches to sing opera or whatever. So we replicated that in Towson, and it was a good thing at a good time.
Good, but does it not exist anymore?
No, actually, we moved on. We were getting a lot of competition through, the baseball leagues, and the lacrosse leagues were opening back up again, and people were in a good way going through other things. But it was a good experience, and I think what was needed at that dark time.
Thank you so much.
But thank you very much for your compliment. I appreciate it.
And what Mr. Riley has done a lot of work for the arts advancement in Towson, and I just want to tell a quick little story. everybody knows I'm kind of OCD on trash, and I'm out picking up trash in Towson. And some of my colleagues make fun of me. Are you doing a cleanup today too, Councilman Ertel? But 2 different times, I'm on a corner walking around with my picker, and I look up and I see somebody else with a bucket and picker. It's Mr. Riley, and we're both like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" So it's like 2 weeks in a row or two?
Yeah, a couple of times. And I'm still out there on weekends. I promised Nancy as long as my schedule allowed on weekends. So it's, Saturday and Sunday morning, I can either be on the treadmill in the club or I can be walking around town.
Or with the picker.
Yeah,
Picker and bucket. Yes, sir.
Mr.
Thank
Chair?
you for everything you do. Yes.
You and Mr. Riley are part of this club that we have of people in Baltimore County that just go out on their own and start picking trash. And I just want to acknowledge Sue Needle, who was the wife of Howard Needle. And Sue, you'll spot her on Old Court Road by herself, picking up trash. She's not doing it to gain a vote. She's not doing it because she wants somebody to notice. She's just doing it because she's a member of the club that you and Mr. Riley are part of.
It's the easiest piece of volunteer with the biggest payoff. And for those of people who really are interested in the environment, it's probably the easiest, most effective way to improve the environment by doing something as picking up trash. I mean, that's it. And also improves the business community because people like the area. But thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And there is, like I said, it's nice when you're out there and you see somebody else. And we're out there together. It gives you a little bit of confidence that,
I'll probably be out there sometime this week at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Thank you.
Councilman Marks, did you have?
And I just want to thank Councilman Ertel. We collaborated on the cleaning of the Kearney sign and picking up trash. We had some volunteers from the Rock Church who joined us. And I also want to acknowledge Sam Rao, who's our intern for the summer. He's done a terrific job, helped organize that project as well. But your staff was very, very helpful, so thank you.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good to be out there with at the district lines getting some stuff done. Thank you, sir. All right, I think that wraps up the speakers unless, are we good, Ms. Belcastro? All right, so we are officially adjourned.